Today we're going to be looking at Airfix new Mig-17 Fresco in 1/72 scale. As you can see there's some lovely box art as always from Airfix depicting the dogfight, and its kit number of this one is A03091. Just a quick tour around the box. So on the box side there you've got the two marking options included in the kit, which is a Vietnamese Air Force One in the green camouflage and a USSR example in overall metal with the red stars. So all in all it looks quite promising. Let's lift the lid. Now this kit has been opened. I've already had a look at the contents. So there's 3 sprues that make up this model. The first one, sprue A, concentrates on the fuselage. It has the drop tanks there as well, some underwing pylons and rocket pods. And panel lines, always a bit of a emotive issue with Airfix kits. Probably a little bit too deep, but certainly acceptable, and will probably look fine under paint. One thing I have noticed handling that is the parts are greasy, so it's going to need a wash to remove some of the mold release I think mold release agent from the parts there, otherwise it could interfere with the adhesion of the paint later in the build. There's a couple of ejector pin marks on the inside of the tail there, but nothing, they flush, they won't interfere with the fit of the parts at all. Sprue B concentrates on the MiG's wings with those characteristic wing fences. Probably a little overscale, but not too bad. Got a pilot figure, under nose insert with a cannon bays, rudder and tail planes, nose intake ring. And the last sprue for the grey plastic parts is sprue C, and this concentrates on the undercarriage parts, cockpit, sidewall detail there, some jet engine speed brakes, cannons, pitot tubes and the like. Clear parts, 2 canopies are provided in the kit, one with a periscope and one without, some lamps and lenses, and the front windscreen. Decal options, the decals are printed by Cartograph, so they'll be absolutely top quality. So we've got the markings there for red 3020 Vietnamese example, and the USSR example with the red stars, black 51. Taking a look at the instruction booklet, Airfix's usual format. So step 1, we've got the construction of the cockpit, which is the 2 sidewalls with a cockpit floor, instrument panel with the decals, more decals for the sidewalls, ejector seat coming together and being inserted into the cockpit tub, along with a pilot figure with a caricature of probably a member of Airfix staff or a competition winner there. And then at the bottom of the page we've got some optional parts for whether you want the air brake shown open or closed. So it's just got the different some detail in there on the open parts, which is omitted on the closed parts, as you won't see that. Turn it over, concentrating on getting those internals stuck into the fuselage, and there's some nice focus diagrams from Airfix there showing you where everything fits. It's noted there a 20 grams nose weight. Stage 7 sees the fuselage halves coming together, before stage 8 shows you with the nose insert going on for the cannon bays. Some flashed over holes for the drop tanks in stage 10, and the wings coming together. It's just saying to remove some parts that are highlighted in green should you want the gear up, and then the option at the bottom of the page for gear down. Turning over, wings going onto the fuselage, tail plane and beginning of the undercarriage doors, the wheels going on. Again, diagrams showing you where everything is in relation to the vertical there, really good and helpful. 25 through to 32 sees the speed brakes, whether they're in the open or closed position, along with the cannon barrels. Cockpit going on in 33, and final model with the breakable bits pitot tubes in 34. Drop tanks going under the wings, and then it's onto the markings. So we've got two quite attractive marking options. I'm preferring this one myself, unless I choose to go down the aftermarket route. So this one's the Vietnamese People's Air Force, August 1969. And the other option, the more traditional, all over natural metal finish, and the USSR in the 1970s. Altogether, it looks like a really simple, quite straightforward kit. The build shouldn't provide any issues whatsoever. So please join me next time when we'll take a look at the building of the kit. Until then, take care. Thanks for following.